Hey guys, I'm sorry, I'm just getting back on here. I had sessions all day today and I am finally getting ready to relax before my day tomorrow. And I want to address a question that a client had texted me, and they went on to say, is it normal for my spouse to say that they don't love me anymore? Or, that they were never in love with me? And yes, absolutely. You have to understand, something that is big is something that is going to be told to you. And if it isn't told, they're going to show it. And what we have to understand is, what is Satan going to do? Satan's always going to appear opposite of what God says. So when they're saying they don't love you anymore, they really do love you. When they're saying that they shouldn't have married you, they should have married you. So when they're saying I'm never coming back, they are coming back. We always have to believe the opposite, okay? Because Satan's always going to come and give you the opposite of what God is saying. And when God makes a promise, especially, expect the opposite to take place. Expect it. Expect all hell to break loose. This is very common. And I know that a lot of you are struggling, because I remember when I heard it, it's one of the worst things you could possibly hear. I remember even hearing that my husband said he only married me for lust. And I knew that wasn't true, but when you're hearing it, it's like you want to believe carnally what you're hearing. But I encourage you guys all to know right now that it's not true. You have to remember, this is not a carnal battle. This is a supernatural, spiritual battle. We have to fix our eyes on Jesus, not by what we're seeing and what we're hearing. If we look on what we're seeing and hearing, we will not make it. This is a faith walk. Let's take Peter. I've said this before. As long as he kept his eyes on Jesus, he was walking on the water. But as soon as he took his eyes off Jesus and looked at the storm and the lightning that struck and the thunder, he sunk. And that right there was clear as day. As he kept his eyes on Jesus, he was walking on water. And if you haven't, guys, I encourage you guys to watch the movie Son of God, because they show a very beautiful illustration of that, for you to visually see it. So I encourage you to watch that if you haven't already, because that will really illustrate it good. Of course, the Passion of the Christ is wonderful, but they don't show that specific scene. So I encourage you guys to watch that to get a better illustration of it. So yes, you're going to hear all kinds of things. You're going to hear, they're not in love with you anymore. You're going to hear that they never may have loved you. They're in love with somebody else. They're never coming back. All this, it's always the same thing. I'm just telling you right now, guys, remember, Satan, he has no new tricks. It's all the same thing. Every one of you that does calls with me, when we do sessions, it's always the same story, but little details are different. But it's all the same story. Someone's just not going to wake up one day and say this after they were married to you, for X amount of years. It's just not going to happen. So, anyways, keep your head in the game. Dodge the distractions, because I'm telling you right now, that's what it is. It's just that. It's a distraction. Focus on yourself. If you haven't already, guys, book your one-on-one session with me. I'd love to work with you. You can email me at deadmarriagesredeemed@gmail.com. I repeat, deadmarriagesredeemed@gmail.com. And you can also message me through the Facebook group. We have a wonderful Facebook group, very supportive people. I encourage you to come on over. You can message me through the group, Dead Marriages Redeemed. I repeat, Dead Marriages Redeemed. Sorry, guys, my son was in the background. Anyways, guys, so you can go ahead and join the group. I'd love to have you on there and participate. We have a wonderful group. So again, guys, I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope that this answered your question, and anybody else that may be interested in knowing the question. Have a wonderful night. I love you, but remember, God loves you more. Bye.